a Saturday night from downtown Danbury, Connecticut. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey, and it starts right now on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Thanks so much for stopping by. Doug Latuca with you, high above the ice surface here inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Danbury looking for win number 1 on the early season. The Hat-Tricks 0-3 have yet to record a point. That's the first time the Hat-Tricks in franchise history have ever gone 3 games to start a season without a point. The Hat-Tricks opened up the 2019-20 campaign, their inaugural season, 0-2-2, but then picked up a victory in the third weekend. The Hat-Tricks trying to reverse course, and it comes after a tight loss yesterday in Binghamton, the first game of this home-and-home. The Black Bears pulling away late in that third period. Danbury never led. It was 2-0 Binghamton. About 4 minutes into the contest, Hat-Tricks got within 1. Then the lead back to 2. Back within 1 on a power play goal from Johnny Ruiz. But then an Austin Thompson power play goal to finish up that second period left us at 4-2 Black Bears with 20 minutes of regulation remaining. So what did the Hat-Tricks do? Well, they scored a goal 7 minutes in, even strength. Austin Belfay is first as a hat-trick. Got a bounce off a Black Bear defenseman and into the back of the cage. That made it 4-3. But with the net empty, Gavin Yates tucked one home. And then a tap-in goal from Scott Ramekers with Kyle Penton back in the net to make it 6-3, the final score in that game. Hat-Tricks had a franchise low 13 shots on goal. Never had happened previously in the Hat-Tricks' 5 years of existence. The Hat-Tricks hit 18 shots as a franchise low last year against the Prowlers, a 3-2 overtime loss, and all the way back in 2020, in January, a 3-0 loss to then the Carolina Thunderbirds. But the Hat-Tricks have a lot of time remaining in the season. This just the 3rd game out of 28 here on home ice. It's the 4th game of 56 in a long season, and the Hat-Tricks back on home ice trying
Folks, welcome to the
to get a victory for the first time here in 25-26. Danbury wraps up this weekend set with the Black Bears, who are 3-0. One of those wins coming in a shootout, their opener against the Watertown Wolves, who were trying to play spoiler on banner-raising night. But Binghamton, 8 points in second place in the Empire Division, right behind the Topeka Scarecrows, who are off to a blazing 3-0 start. Hat-Tricks with a couple of lineup changes from last night. Although Joshua Tomasi's suspension is over, he is out of the lineup here tonight. A late scratch for the Hat-Tricks. So Danbury will go 10-5. Artur Karasov, who played on defense last night with Trey Delory, is a scratch. And Troy Harwell moves up to the 3rd line right wing with Josh Newberg and the newcomer Jordan Crom, who scored a power play goal in his debut last night. Hat-Tricks will start that 3rd line of Crom, Newberg, and Harwell, with Mo Valley and Connor Craig on defense. In goal, you're looking at Frankie McClendon, who will make his 2nd start of the season. His first start was opening night, and the Hat-Tricks 3-1 loss to the Port Huron Prowlers. Had 10 wins last year for the 2nd time in his career, and number 40 in black and orange between the pipes for the Hat-Tricks here tonight. For the Black Bears, it is Connor McAnanima, who numbers are uncharacteristically poor to start the season. Despite a 2-0 record, he sports a .788 save percentage and a .338 goals against average. So the reigning goaltender of the year in the FPHL, off to a bit of a slippery start, but hey, all that matters are the wins. And for Binghamton, they have won quite a bit. back-to-back reigning Commissioners Cup champions. Danbury back on home ice for the third time this season. We've got the Putnam hockey team out on the left blue line, getting ready for the anthems here as we are trying to gear things up for the start of this contest. Spoke with Hat-Trick's head coach John Birchin on the bus last night and into this morning. And he said, hey, it's going to take time. It will not happen overnight. Hat-Trick's still juggling pieces, dealing with still the suspension of Zach Pamaleon. They do get Joshua Tomasi technically back, but he's dealing with an upper body injury. So now the starting lineups will be announced here in Danbury. I already gave it to you. You got that third line of Troy Harwell, Josh Newberg, and Jordan Crom, with Justin Movalle and Connor Craig. It's been Josh LaBelle the last 3 games starting things up for the Hat-Tricks on the back end. But Danbury changing it up here tonight. Hat-Tricks are in the black jerseys with the orange shoulder pads, black bottoms, black socks with the white and orange accents. Black Bears are in their white jerseys with the Binghamton diagonal across the chest. They go with black and green striping, the black bottoms and the white socks. So Frankie McClendon, the last player onto the ice for the Hat-Tricks. He'll try to lead the way for Danbury in pursuit of win number 1 of the new year. Almost time for the anthem here in Danbury. So let's pass it over.
Layla Inigo from Mock to Rock.
What a way to start things off. Saturday night hockey from here inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Doug Latuca, delighted to be with you right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Outstanding job on the national anthem. Fought through some technical circumstances and crushed it. Hat-Tricks enter tonight winless through their first 3 games, trying to get off the schneid against one of the top teams in the FPHL, the best team in the league the last 2 seasons. And so far through 3 games, the Black Bears, 3 wins, one of which coming in a shootout. They enter tonight's game 2-0-1, 8 points, second to the Empire. Hat-Tricks are 0-3, 6th in the Empire, just in front of the Indiana Sentinels, who Danbury will do battle with next week in Columbus, Indiana. 6-3 final last night. Hat-Tricks on the short end of that one. It was a 4-3 game with under 2 minutes left, but an empty net goal from Gavin Yates and a tap in from Scott Ramakers inflated the score, a 3-goal difference. As we mentioned off the top, third line of Josh Newberg, Jordan Crom, and Troy Harwell will get things started for Danbury up front. On defense, it's Justin Movali with Connor Craig. You got the 6'2 Movali and the 5'8 Craig paired up together. And Frankie McClendon, the veteran netminder from Oakland, California, making his second start of the season. Got the loss in the season opener here last Friday against Port Huron. Has a 309 goals against, a 906 save percentage. Mentioned his 10 wins last year. Second time in his career he's reached double digits. Danbury back in the black jerseys for the 3rd time this season. And trying to turn this rough start around. First game of 8 here in Danbury between these two teams. It's the 2nd of 16 in this season series. That always brings the intensity, physicality, a bit of nastiness. Exactly what you expect. Danbury and Binghamton. The Black Bears starting Jawan Kim, Jacob Shankar, and Gavin Yates, with Daniel Stone and Dan Weber on defense. Connor McAnanama in goal for the 2nd consecutive night. Hat-tricks from left to right in period 1. Puck is down, and here we go from the DIA. Hat-tricks control off the draw. Justin Movali shoots the puck in, takes a hit on the far side glass, gets back to his skates. Hat-tricks return the favor as Stone clears, but takes some body contact from Troy Harwell, who steals the puck. Gavin Yates recovers for Binghamton. 20 seconds in for the final game of this weekend set. Weber with the lead ahead. Gavin Yates, left wing, sliding one off the skate of Connor Craig, the Hat-tricks D-man. He'll chop it to the far side boards. Vacuumed in Weber for Binghamton. His shot blocked down by Newberg, who will slice it down the ice. Kim sprinting after it. No icing called. 45 ticks in first period. No shots on goal quite yet. And the Hat-tricks make a change. They send out the top trio, Johnny Ruiz, Jake Rowley, and Noah Robinson. Ruiz throwing around the body weight, nearly steals it in the far side corner. Weber recollects, glides it near side. Robinson reverse hit on Stone. Free puck near half wall and worked out for Yates, who wanders through center. Over the blue, gives off. Return pass from Cam Jansen in the skates of Yates. He'll go to the bench for a change. And Josh Lavelle at the controls for Danbury behind the net. He's harassed by Cam Jansen, who had the game-winning shootout goal in Binghamton's season opener against Watertown last week. Long outlet pass detected by Scott Ramakers. Throws it to the near side, taken away by Raleigh for the Hat-tricks, delayed offside as Jansen was lurking, did not exit the zone, and as a result, the face-off will come outside the Hat-trick zone. Sometimes they rule that intentional if the player doesn't leave the zone, but face-off at the right dot just outside the Hat-trick zone. Danbury a quick up for Alexander Legkov, the rookie Russian forward. Keeping at the line, no, it leaked out. Dennis Zaitchek tried to kick it, but it leaves the zone and sets up yet another face-off. Now at the far dot, beyond the Binghamton zone. Played about 2 minutes in this one from Danbury. Hat-tricks and Black Bears. A season series that's been dominated by Binghamton the last 2 years. And the year before that, when the Hat-tricks won the Commissioner's Cup Championship, it was Danbury that was winning the majority of the games. Jansen, right wing offensive zone, drops for the cutting Ramakers at the circle. Pass inside, kicked away by Zajac, and it drips out of the zone. Backtracking is Jesse Anderson. He'll angle right wall for CJ Stubbs, the team leader in points through 3 games. Leaves it for Ivan Bondarenko. Had 2 goals yesterday for the Black Bears. Gennaro Fronduto galloping. Left wing offensive zone on the backhand. Right pad save for McAnanima. It's caught up in Fronduto's skates in the right corner and pried free by Cam Cervoni. Tape to tape for Scott Ramakers and a long outlet pass. Jacob Shankar, right wing O-zone. He'll drag, shoot, blocked away to the left point. A rip held onto by McClendon. Had some trouble, found the rebound, got a foot in front of him and puts the glove on it. Shot coming from Austin D'Orazio, number 11 in white. So a quick pace to this contest so far. Played about 2:50 in this first period. Hattrick scored 2 power play goals last night. Off the draw, Cam Clark snaps one wide. He had a goal for Binghamton. A point shot, tipped before it got towards goal. It was Johnny Ruiz, who has a burst outlet for Robinson. He touches the puck and they deem it a high stick. See a little bit more buzz from Johnny Ruiz here tonight, trying to make an impact. He played a big factor yesterday for the Hattricks with a goal and an assist. Beat McAnanima from the right circle with a power play goal. At that point in the game, Ruiz made it 3-2 in favor of the Black Bears about 5.5 minutes in to that second period. But Binghamton continued to distance itself just enough to get the 3 points. Jake Raleigh will flip it below the goal line. Shankar for Binghamton plays back for Cervoni, who scoops it out to center, hops the stick of Shankar, and it's tipped in by Ruiz, who goes to the bench for a change. Raleigh in pursuit. Cervoni one-hands it ahead for Kim, and back out to neutral ice. Craig, backhand cross-ice pass, knocked down. Second effort, scooped up leg Cobb into the offensive zone, dancing right circle, hits the brakes, feeds the point, out of the zone it goes. Dimitri Christou at the center ice logo, tosses in. 4 minutes erased, period 1. Saturday night here from Danbury, Hattricks and Black Bears. Right up the gut, it's Ivan Bondarenko. Now right wing, dips the shoulder, backhand pass, swept away by Christou to the near boards. One-hand effort by Legkov, just enough to clear the zone. Dan Weber flips it right back into the Hattrick zone. A tie-up right half wall. Work to the back. Wrist shot from Stone. Whistles wide. Weber puts it below the goal line. And Dimitri Christou will control. Josh Newberg looking for the home run pass to Austin Belfay, who got on the score sheet yesterday for Danbury, his first in the black and the orange. Trey Delory hauled down by Cam Jansen. Arm never went up, we play on. Activating left point is Weber. He's crunched by Delory, but Weber's still with it. He'll wheel it down low. Bondarenko, right corner, spins off a check. Locates Stubbs to the right point, Stone. Near side, Weber, head up, shoots, blocked away by Jordan Crom. And he'll whisk it out to center. More than 5 minutes gone in the first period. We're scoreless, the shots even at 1. And a missed connection on a pass. Icing waved. Hattricks possess. Far corner D zone, Mo Valley. Headband for Harwell, left side of the red line. Has some space, snaps it around the boards to the near side. Ruiz overskates, and Clark will tap it along. Skating with it, Cody Rumsey, out of the lineup yesterday. In for Binghamton here tonight, 15 in white. Works the puck in the left corner. Robinson tripped up, gets back to his skates, and it's chopped out of the zone by Jake Raleigh. Does not, oh, now it does. The arm never went up. And then once that puck crossed the goal line, they deemed it an icing on the Hattricks. As we've played 5:44 In period number 1, we are scoreless. Hat-tricks and Black Bears Saturday night from the DIA. Head over to TK's American Cafe on White Street for 80 different wing flavors and good times. With 30 flat-screen televisions and free Wi-Fi, we're the perfect spot to catch the game or enjoy a night out. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. TK's American Cafe. Make sure to try our hat-trick flavor. When life brings legal challenges, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. From business law and real estate to estate planning and litigation, our experienced attorneys are here to guide you every step of the way. Proudly serving clients across Fairfield County and Western Connecticut. Learn more at danburylaw.com. Nothing freshens like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. From classic Coke to a wide variety of sparkling and still drinks, we've got something for everyone. Learn more at CokeNortheast.com, because every sip deserves a smile. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, a little more than 5.5 gone in the first period. We're scoreless, Hat-tricks and Black Bears, in the second and final game of this weekend series. Just the 4th game for both of these teams in the 56-game marathon. Black Bears controlling the ozone, and a fan shot from Jansen results in the Hat-tricks moving from left to right. Raleigh will slingshot the puck in deep. It hops off the kick plate, and Jansen settles it down, whips it across near side, and Jesse Anderson overskates. Zychek's pass to the back, just out of the zone, and LaBelle will hammer it back in. Anderson pressured by Legkov, lost it to Zychek. Legkov breaking around the net, left corner. The lefty on his backhand feeds LaBelle, near side, Christou shoots, saved by McAnanama. Rebound, Legkov, rub, try, he scored! Or not, they say no goal. They waved it off. It never went in. Legkov celebrated. But it will not count. Hold your horses, folks. Legkov thought he had his first pro goal. And now the referees will head over to the iPad to take a look. Now the refs have the view right above the goal at their disposal, so they will take a look at this. We do not have access,
Ladies and gentlemen, the goal is under review.
To the above angle camera. Only the referees do downstairs. So 6.5 minutes into the first period, the Hat-tricks believe they've scored the opening goal. Alexander Legkov, it would be his first as a pro. The EHL Forward of the Year last year, over 90 points with the New Jersey 87s. An elite goal scorer and point producer. Might have gotten the party started here in Danbury. The horn went off, the fans were into it. But as of now, it is no goal. Now we wait. Hat-tricks were applying pressure in the offensive zone. A shot was stopped by McAnanama, and then Legkov wrapped around the goal and appeared to tuck it inside that left post. McAnanama pushed off his left skate towards that post. Legkov thought it was in, put his arms in the air, the horn went off, but McAnanama pleading his case that it would not go. So now just a waiting game, and the refs have the best angle out of anybody. Now remember, the call on the ice, no goal. They need inconclusive evidence. Here's the call. It's no goal. So either inconclusive evidence, deeming it no goal, or McAnanama really made that stop. Either way, we're 6.5 minutes through the first period. Hat-tricks have 2 shots on goal, and we're scoreless. Danbury and Binghamton. Left circle draw in the O-zone. One back for Christou. His snapper vacuumed in by the D-man, D'Orazio. Binghamton from right to left. Yates dropping it off. Shantar, his rip. Off a leg pad. Recoiled Yates to the left point. A shot blocked by LaBelle. He's off to the races. Up ahead for Zaitchek, right wing. Near the red line. Sauces across for Belfay. He'll tap it below the goal line. Legkov. Staple to the end boards. Gets back to his skates. Locates Belfay to the left point. Mo Valley looks for a lane. He lets one go. Blocked down by Yates, who grabbed it with his left mitt and is hunched over towards the bench. Meanwhile, it's Cam Cervoni snapping one on goal from neutral ice. Gloved by McClendon. And it sets up a defensive zone faceoff. Civil service night here in Danbury. All civil service workers, free ticket and beverage if they registered. Also, it's great to live in New Milford night, one of the towns right around the Danbury area. Binghamton wins the faceoff in the hat-trick zone. Stone tucks it in the left corner, and Franduto out the other way for Danbury. Ahead for Crom. He'll move it along the boards in the left corner, Binghamton zone. It eludes Crom, then hits off the kick plate, given away. Weber back on it for Binghamton. Hat-tricks hounding the Black Bears in the Binghamton zone. Clear attempt kicked down by Mo Valley and shoveled back behind the Binghamton goal. On it, Stone for Binghamton. His lead behind Clark, who takes the tumble. Danbury takes possession. Delorey softly ahead for Franduto, swing and a miss. Does find the Binghamton zone. And then it's clanked off the near glass, back on Frankie McClendon, who steers it to Connor Craig from behind the hat-trick's cage. A giveaway in front. Here's Clark, and a save by McClendon. Frankie McClendon bailing out Connor Craig, who attempted a soft outlet pass. It was blocked down, and Cam Clark, who's been a hat-tricks killer in his young career, filtered one on goal right into the breadbasket of McClendon. Save number 3 for the veteran netminder. 11:50 on the clock, first period. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. Left circle draw, Jansen shoots, saved by McClendon. Chested it down and cleared away by LaBelle. Kissed off the far plexi, rolling into Binghamton territory. Not enough for icing. Scott Ramakers retrieves for Binghamton, a giveaway. Left circle, Robinson shoots, ramps off a stick to the near side boards. Raleigh feeds Craig right point. Rister vacuumed in by McAnanama right into his midsection. We've seen a couple awkward caroms off the kick plate in the first period here. Hat-tricks and Black Bears playing on this Danbury Ice Arena surface that was heavily used this weekend. Had the Old Crabs tournament over the last 2 days. A lot of wear and tear. Ice seems to be working just fine, but around the boards, players having some trouble. Long range shot tipped wide. LaBelle towards the goal. Blocked away. He's got it back. Swings it. Right point. Craig walks, shoots. His stick explodes. LaBelle right up top in the slot. Legkov rips one wide. That was blocked as well. Low to high feed. Out of the zone it goes. Delorey's lead pass. Too far for Legkov. Clear attempt kept in. Belfay left point. He'll tuck it behind the net. 11 minutes remaining first period. No score. Headman, tape to tape. Bondarenko drops it for Stubbs. Back Bondarenko. Low right. Stuff try for Jensen. And he shot it wide. Kept in Anderson. He'll shoot it below the goal line. Stubbs, left corner. To the point, Anderson. His wrister. Blocked down by Zaitchek. And he clears the zone as far as center before Cervoni rims it back into the hat-trick zone. Fresh off the bench, the physical veteran forward Josh Newberg. To the rookie D-man, Trey Delorey. And now Dimitri Christou. Had a cup of coffee with Danbury last year. To Troy Harwell. He's hacked from behind by Jacob Shankar. And Trey Delorey rainbows it to the far side. Harwell will touch it in deeper. Gets closed off by Cervoni as we've hit the midway point of the opening frame. Yates Zigzags through center. Crosses into the middle. Gives off Shantar. Backdoor feed. Hit off a skate. And the Hat-Tricks do just enough to clear the zone. Binghamton with a dangerous 3-on-2 opportunity, but it was disrupted on the connection pass. Here's Danbury. 2-on-1. Ruiz right circle shoots, and a right pad save by McAnanama. It's chopped out to the neutral zone. Played off the dasher by Mo Valley as he slings the puck on goal, and McAnanama waffle boards it away. Out from behind the net, Yates fumbles the puck, curls back. Harassed by Legkov, who then blows a tire into the boards. Yates, right wing O-zone at the circle. Passes in front, steered away by McClendon. Robinson off to the races the other way. Hat-Tricks have numbers if they hurry. It's Zajac, left wing O-zone. He shoots! Blocked into the netting. Whistle. Just past 9 minutes to go in the first period. A frenetic pace. Back and forth we go. Just 7 combined shots. No goals. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears. Saturday night hockey from the DIA. Looking for the best in beverage distribution? Choose DiCello Distributors. From Anheuser-Busch to local craft beers, we offer a full range of beer, cider, and non-alcoholic options. Serving New Haven, Fairfield, and Middlesex counties, we're committed to quality service and community. Visit DiCello.com to learn more. Diversified Printing Solutions is your full-service print partner in Danbury. With over 50 years of combined experience, we handle everything from graphic design and branded premiums to bindery mailing and smaller large print runs. DPS doesn't just print, we help you communicate from concept to delivery. Visit us online at dprintingsol.com. Struggling with pain or mobility issues? Turn to Hartsburg Chiropractic Health Center in Danbury. Specializing in posture correction, sports injuries, sciatica, arthritis, and more, our patients rave about personalized care and lasting results. Visit hartsburgchiropractic.com to schedule your consultation. Back in Danbury, Doug Latuca with you high above the ice surface inside the Danbury Ice Arena. We're scoreless with about 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Second game of this weekend set. Black Bears victorious 6-3 in the season series opener yesterday in Binghamton. Right circle face-off, Binghamton zone. It's Zajac against Rumsey. Hat-Tricks win it, and Belfay slings it wide left. Keeping in, LaBelle at the left point. He'll drop for Belfay, who shovels it into the far corner. Knocked down by Rumsey, who dangles out of trouble. Lofts it near side. Christou wins the foot race, and the puck is chipped into the Hat-Tricks bench. Heads up Kyle Penton, the Hat-Tricks backup netminder here tonight, who was brilliant yesterday despite allowing 5 goals. The 6th was an empty net. Rather, the 5th was actually the empty net. The 6th was with Penton in the goal. But 45 saves for Kyle Penton in his second professional start. Bit of a hostile environment in Binghamton, as it always is. I'm sure the Black Bear players would say the same thing about here in Danbury. 2 of the most passionate fan bases in the league. 2 of the most successful franchises in the FPHL. 16th year of the Fed. Puck in the left corner, Hat-Trick zone. Christou crunched in the corner. Coming away with it is Josh LaBelle for Danbury. He'll zip it for Legkov, left wing. Tried an outside-inside move, gets dumped by Stone. Hat-Tricks keep it alive, left point. Hops over the stick of Christou, and back out to center ice it goes. Rolling puck, Christou to the tape of Mo Valley. He'll angle it near side boards. It hits off of Legkov, and the Hat-Tricks commit a penalty. Oh boy, they had 6 on the ice. Mo Valley pushed the puck in front of the Hat-Tricks bench. Legkov jumped off, jumped back on, played the puck. 6 skaters on for Danbury, and it draws a power play for Binghamton. Black Bears through 3 games, 20% on the power play, 4 power play goals. They're 20%, 6th in the league, and they have scored the 3rd most power play goals in the FPHL. Black Bears have scored on the power play in every game so far, including last night. Off the draw, Jensen, a rip and a stop from McClendon. Sliding from left to right. Black Bears in the O-zone. Stubbs, ring of the right circle, drops up top, Bondarenko. Far corner for Yates out of his reach. He'll pounce on it. Wheels around the net. Left the puck behind. Ramakers hits the brakes. The righty on his backhand for Stubbs. Far half wall. Back for Ramakers. Right corner. Pestered by Mo Valley. Low to high Bondarenko. Barely kept it in. Skate to stick. Stubbs taps it. Ramakers. Right corner in front. Jansen fumbled. Gets it back. Left corner. Head up. Sauces to the point. Yates could not keep. Hat-trick's changing killers. Here come the Black Bears. It's Bondarenko. High slot for Stubbs. Right circle. He shoots. Airmailed it. And a self-clear as it rims around near side. Black Bears caught the hat-tricks twice last night on changes. They almost did it again there. Binghamton very quick on the transition. Here they go again. Bondarenko hits the brakes, right circle. To the back, Stubbs walks the line. Back for Bondarenko. Had 2 goals last night. Walks middle. He drags, shoots. Save McClendon fumbled it. And then LaBelle helps him out and clears it all the way down. 45 seconds left on the hat-trick's too many men. Legkov serving. Black Bears back into the zone right side, centering Yates. Zigzags left circle. Pressured by Ruiz, turns back. Top of the blue line, Yates drags. Around the net he goes. Very good with possession. Gavin Yates leaves it for Jensen. Pass read by LaBelle. He'll snap it around the far boards and out of the zone. Beautiful job by Ruiz and LaBelle on the kill right there. Just 15 seconds remain on Binghamton's first power play of the evening. We're scoreless, approaching 6 minutes remaining in the opening period. D'Orazio clanks it off the end boards. Through Kim. Zaitchek on it for Danbury. And a lofted out to center, glove down by Stone. Up ahead, D'Orazio, and Binghamton offside. A much quicker pace to tonight's game than yesterday. Hat-trick's attention to detail, focused on the systems and learning a little bit of what's been taught the first couple of weeks with the new head coach, John Birchin. Danbury seems to have a little bit more jump, a little more juice so far tonight. 14-plus minutes into the first period. Shots 5-4 Binghamton. A couple of those coming on the Black Bears power play. Mo Valley takes a hit, makes a play. Out to center, it's Belfay over the blue. And it was poke-checked off his stick, results in an icing. Timing all messed up on that entry. Face off at the far dot, just beyond the Binghamton zone. So Penton made back-to-back starts yesterday and last Saturday to start off his pro career. And McClendon back between the pipes for Danbury after getting the nod in the season opener. Puck back in the hat-trick zone. LaBelle quickly for Delory. And it was about 2 feet in front of him and results in an icing. LaBelle tried to quickly feed Delory and just misfired. So the hat-tricks with Legkov, Zaitchek, and Belfay up front. LaBelle and Delory on defense. Black Bears with a Rumsey, Emery, and Zach Demery, with Dan Weber and Dan Stone on defense. Off the D zone draw, Zaitchek lugs the puck through the neutral zone. He'll shovel it behind the Black Bears net. It's tapped for Emery, right half wall D zone. He'll flip it off the glass, skated into by Cody Rumsey. He's smeared along the boards by Fronduto. And here comes Legkov with speed, right wing O-zone, through the legs. Legkov to the goal, saved by McAnanima, stuck out the right pad. Black Bears the other way. Demaroy cuts middle, he shoots, fanned on it. Placed back behind the net, out in front, and McClendon clamps it down near that left post. Back and forth action, both teams coming oh so close to getting on the board first. Nothing so far with 4:42 remaining, period 1 from Danbury. Recover with confidence at Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for sports injuries, post-surgical rehabilitation, and chronic conditions. As the official PT provider for the Danbury Hat-tricks, we specialize in advanced treatments like dry needling, cupping, and KT taping. Visit us online at hatcityphysicaltherapy.com to schedule a consultation. Serving handcrafted drinks, Cash and Live Coffee Creations combine flavor, creativity, and community in every cup. Visit us online at cashandlivecoffee.com or check us out in the Danbury Ice Arena. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where every sip tells a story. Make your stay comfortable at La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham Danbury. With spacious rooms, free breakfast, and modern amenities, we've got everything you need to relax and recharge. Conveniently located in Danbury, we're perfect for business or leisure travel. Book your stay today at wyndhamhotels.com/La Quinta. Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Scoreless hockey game, first period. About 4:40 left on the clock. Hat-tricks and Black Bears. Second game of this weekend, home and home set. Binghamton winning yesterday, 6-3 in Binghamton. Puck behind the Binghamton goal. Pass out in front of the shot from Crom. Never got through. Hit off a Black Bear passing in front. It was Crom and Belfay getting their first goals as hat-tricks last night in Binghamton. Also Johnny Ruiz getting in the goal column for the first time in 25-26. Was paying attention to John Birchin, the hat-tricks head coach, at that media timeout. Puck at center ice. Johnny Ruiz whips it in. McAnanama out of the zone. Looked like he was encouraging the guys, clapping his hands. He's felt pretty good about this first 16 minutes or so. Looking for an opportunity here, and a centering pass tipped down. And here goes Ivan Bondarenko. Zipping, right wing, drops off for Jansen at the circle. He shoots! Shoulder save by McClendon, who stood his ground, stayed stapled to the post on his left side. Loose puck, center ice, right boards. Bondarenko smeared by Christou, and a free puck for Ruiz, who whips it near side for Delory. It's kicked along to center ice. Turning back is Christou, who evades the check of Yates. Left side of the red line. He'll toss in. First one there, Belfay for the hat-tricks. He'll kick it down. Behind the net, Cervoni for Binghamton. To the left half wall. Kept alive by LaBelle for Danbury. His shot steered away McAnanama. Puck behind the net, right corner. Kim for Binghamton. Two black jerseys, two white. Squirts free for Yates. Flanked off the far glass, and out of the zone it rolls. Craig will chop it over the outstretched glove of Yates. Pinballs for Zaitchek. Right wing Ozone drops. Belfay lets one go wide right. Scooped up left corner, Zaitchek to the back. LaBelle will swat it behind McAnanama. D'Orazio pressured by Legkov. Once again, the hat-tricks making it tough for Binghamton. Another giveaway. Harwell feathers across for LaBelle. He'll wheel it down low for Legkov. Hits the brakes. Legkov trying to outmuscle D'Orazio. Three Binghamton players, two for Danbury. Zaitchek on the outer ring looking for the puck. A delayed penalty coming up. Legkov, left corner, centering pass for the cutting Craig. It was deflected. Out of the zone it goes. On the bench is McClendon, extra skater on for Danbury as we're under 2 minutes remaining. First period scoreless. Hat-tricks with Robinson, Legkov, Craig, LaBelle, Newberg, and Harwell out there with the extra skater on. Harwell, left side blue line. Drops it off Robinson through the legs of LaBelle and touched by Binghamton to blow the play dead. So the Black Bears 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Binghamton commits a cross check. It is Austin D'Orazio and Danbury to the power play. First opportunity here tonight. Hat-tricks just over 10% so far on the season, but remember they had 25 chances in the first 2 games of the year, scored just once. Hat-tricks do have 3 power play goals, had 2 in yesterday's loss. They possess off the draw. Right point, LaBelle. Pass inside, tipped wide right. Loose puck right corner. Zaitchek to the back. LaBelle walks, shoots, up in the air. Ruiz swats it, and a save by McAnanama. It was batted into the midsection of McAnanama by Johnny Ruiz, who found an airborne puck and swatted it on goal. 17 seconds gone on the power play. LaBelle left point. His shot blocked down, gets it back to the right side. It's Ruiz. Typically, he's on his strong side for the one-timers. Instead, it's Robinson over there. And Binghamton thwarts a pass. Back out to center it goes. LaBelle will snap it around the kick plate to the near side. Weber there for Binghamton. His clear flubbed. Still in that right corner, Zaitchek. Tried to back his way up against the boards to block it. Instead, it's a clear back into Danbury territory with 45 remaining in the first period. Got a minute on the power play. Flying through center, it's Crom. In the middle, Raleigh shoot save. Rebound, Crom stopped. It's angled off the end boards and flung down by Binghamton. McAnanama with a few huge saves in this final minute with the hat tricks on the power play. Craig flying through center. Down the right wall. He'll bank it off the end boards for Crom. Taps it down low. Fronduto to the back. Delori shoots. Glove save, McAnanama. And he holds on. Crom weaving with Raleigh, and Jake Raleigh in his second hat tricks game. So close to giving Danbury its first lead of the new season. All three opponents have scored first against Danbury. Final 9 seconds of the period. 35 on the power play. It's Staple to the right corner. Hat tricks work it free. Crom shoots safe. Rebounds free. It's underneath McAnanama. Whistle blows. Net comes off. Horn sounds, and that should do it for the opening 20 minutes. Jordan Crom, noticeable, especially in the final 5 minutes there. And on the power play, creating some havoc in front, getting pucks towards the goal. Hat tricks thought they had the game's opening goal on an Alexander Legkov wraparound, but it was somehow kept out by McAnanama. And that's how we are at 0-0 after one. Shots finish up 10-7 favoring the hat tricks. And Danbury with arguably its best period of this season thus far. Danbury controlled the play, had the better of the opportunities. When Frankie McClendon was called upon, he did the job, made all 7 stops, especially during the shorthanded opportunity. Now we've got Putnam Youth Hockey coming out for our Mites on Ice program here at the intermission. And we'll let them play. Let's let them through. Same tunnel that the Black Bears come on the ice through. And here come the Putnam Panthers. Here they are. Big cheers from the crowd. And these guys are ready to go. So you've got the youngsters out there on the ice, but the rest of the rest of the crew is here in the stands up against the glass. They're trying to warm things up. Players are on the ice. You've got the coaches out there to start things off. We should have a face-off at center ice to get things going. If we can just rile in those kids, get them together for this opening face-off, and then we can get going. And there we go, puck is down. Black versus red in the intermission Mites on Ice special. Beautiful move and a shot. Oh, what a save. Loose puck in front. Jam try, it's on the line. It's in the net. Who knows? Maybe 1-0. Maybe not. Either way, the fans are loving it here at the intermission. There you go. 95. Out to the center ice logo. We got a couple players down behind the play. A shot from the blue line, well wide, and they'll chase after it. So the intermission entertainment here in Danbury. Always spectacular. Got 2 minutes left in this game. We don't have a score yet. They blew it dead, so it's 0-0. In the meantime, I'll hop off the headset. We'll let you watch the rest of this hockey game, then we'll hit a break and then rejoin you for the second period. Hat-tricks and Black Bears, no score after 20 minutes. Plenty of chances on both sides, and Danbury will start the period on an abbreviated power play. Don't go anywhere. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Fans, give it up one more time for Putnam Youth Hockey.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round. Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today. Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today. Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash. Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury. At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit emeraldtint.com today. Raise the glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more. End of one here in Danbury. Doug Latuca happy to be with you. Second game of this weekend series. Hattricks and Black Bears for the first time this year. Binghamton get the best of Danbury last night at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena, 6-3 the final score. This the first of 8 meetings here in Danbury between the two teams, and the second of 16. If you remember, 2 years ago, the Hattricks and Black Bears played 18 times in the regular season. Hattricks, of course, running into a very hot Black Bears squad en route to Commissioner's Cup #1, and then they follow that up with another one last year. Well, we're through one period of play. Not much scoring. Shots finish up 10-7, favoring the Hattricks, and Danbury will be on the power play for about 45 seconds. The rest when we drop the puck for the second period. Take a quick trip around the FPHL. Look at some of the scores going on. Watertown and Port Huron knotted up 1-1 at McMorran Arena in Port Huron. The goal scorers in that one: Dylan Marty for the Prowlers at 7:33, got it started. But about 5 minutes after that, Brad Ryder on the power play at 12:21. Game is knotted up 1-1 going into the second period. In Wytheville, Virginia, it is 3-0 Columbus over the Bobcats. It was 3 first-period goals for the River Dragons. 1 on the power play. They're finished. They're still playing in that first period as they've just hit 9 minutes gone by. So rapid fire for Columbus. 3 goals in the opening 7:08. And the Bobcats backed up against the boards early in that one. Still plenty of time to crawl back in that contest, especially on home ice at Hitachi Energy Arena. And the other game on the schedule, we got 2 more, both involving teams in the Continental. Rather, Indiana is in the Empire. Don't want to forget about them in their inaugural season. They're tied up 2-2 with the Rock Lobsters on home ice. Indiana is 0-3, same as the Hat-Tricks. Sentinels grabbed a 1-0 lead, 1:14 into the game. The Rock Lobsters then buried back-to-back goals 30 seconds apart from each other at 3 minutes and 3:32. But the Sentinels tying the score at 9:51. That game is 2-2. And the other game involving the PD Ice Cats and the Twin City Thunderbirds from Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. That game is 3-2. Late stages second period. The game 2-1 Ice Cats through 1. And then 2 goals from the Thunderbirds, Jan Salak and Gus Ford, 2 well-known names in the FPHL, getting on the score sheet and giving the Thunderbirds the 1-goal lead. Here in Danbury, we got nothing on the scoreboard through 1 period of play. Zamboni out on the ice, hoping we're about 7 minutes away from the start of the second period from the Danbury Ice Arena. We'll step out and rejoin you for period 2 from Danbury. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Head over to TK's American Cafe on White Street for 80 different wing flavors and good times. With 30 flat-screen televisions and free Wi-Fi, we're the perfect spot to catch the game or enjoy a night out. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. TK's American Cafe. Make sure to try our hat-trick flavor. Estate planning and litigation, our experienced attorneys are here to guide you every step of the way. Proudly serving clients across Fairfield County and Western Connecticut. Learn more at danburylaw.com. Nothing freshens like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. From classic Coke to a wide variety of sparkling and still drinks, we've got something for everyone. Learn more at CokeNortheast.com. Because every sip deserves a smile. Looking for the best in beverage distribution? Choose DiCello Distributors. From Anheuser-Busch to local craft beers, we offer a full range of beer, cider, and non-alcoholic options. Serving New Haven, Fairfield, and Middlesex counties, we're committed to quality service and community. Visit DiCello.com to learn more. Diversified Printing Solutions is your full-service print partner in Danbury. With over 50 years of combined experience, we handle everything from graphic design and branded premiums to bindery mailing and smaller large print runs. DPS doesn't just print, we help you communicate from concept to delivery. Visit us online at dprintingsol.com. Struggling with pain or mobility issues? Turn to Hartsburg Chiropractic Health Center in Danbury. Specializing in posture correction, sports injuries, sciatica, arthritis, and more, our patients rave about personalized care and lasting results. Visit hartsburgchiropractic.com to schedule your consultation. Recover with confidence at Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for sports injuries, post-surgical rehabilitation, and chronic conditions. As the official PT provider for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, we specialize in advanced treatments like dry needling, cupping, and KT taping. Visit us online at hatcityphysicaltherapy.com to schedule a consultation. Serving handcrafted drinks, Cash and Live Coffee Creations combine flavor, creativity, and community in every cup. Visit us online at cashandlivecoffee.com or check us out in the Danbury Ice Arena. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where every sip tells a story. Make your stay comfortable at La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham Danbury. With spacious rooms, free breakfast, and modern amenities, we've got everything you need to relax and recharge. Conveniently located in Danbury, we're perfect for business or leisure travel. Book your stay today at wyndhamhotels.com/La Quinta. Here we go, a couple moments away from the start of the second period from here in downtown Danbury, Connecticut. It's the Black Bears and the home team Hat-Tricks, 0-0 through 1. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. I'm Doug Latuca. Thanks again for joining us. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears wrapping up this weekend set. Danbury still searching for win number 1 on the early season. They're 0-3, put up a valiant effort last night, had it 4-3. Under 2 minutes left with the net empty, and the Black Bears burying 2 goals, 6-3 the final score. Here tonight, one of, if not the best periods of play the Hat-Tricks have strung together. In that opening 20, Danbury had some zip to their game, connecting on passes, cycling in the O-zone, and putting some pressure on this Black Bears squad, who are missing a couple of regulars. Of course, Tyson Kirkby, their captain, one of their offensive leaders, on the 15-day IR. He is in attendance here tonight, but missed yesterday and again here tonight. Also, Austin Thompson and Zach Sirota, who were in the lineup yesterday, are out, replaced by Cody Rumsey and Emerson Emery. Austin Thompson led the Black Bears in goals last year and scored the game-winning goal yesterday. The 4th Black Bears goal on the power play in the second period. So he has certainly been missed out there on the ice in the first period. Connor McAnanama stopping all 7 shots he faced. Frankie McClendon stopping all 7, and Connor McAnanama stopping the 10 shots on goal against. Well, next weekend the Hat-Tricks are on the road in Indiana facing the Sentinels for the first time. That game Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 on Saturday night. It's a 12:30 game on Sunday, so a quick turnaround for both teams. So nothing Friday night, but Saturday evening and Sunday afternoon. And then Danbury back home for Halloween night. Very special, presented by Caroluzzi's. We'll have a post-game trick-or-treating on the ice with the players. We'll also have our costume contest that night, and the Zambonis, the famous hockey-themed band, will play throughout the night on the concourse level. So you don't want to miss that. Bring your costume. Sign up at danburyhattricks.com/costume-contest. Also, you can check out all of our promotions online at danburyhattricks.com/promotions. Gives you details on everything, links to sign up. Tonight, Civil Service Night and Great to Live in New Milford Night. Hat-Tricks will also have Halloween-inspired jerseys on the 31st, which you won't want to miss, and you can place your bids on through Dash Auctions. You can find all the information on our website once we release those jerseys, and on our social media at Danbury Hat-Tricks. All right, both teams have hit the surface. They flip sides. Hat-Tricks defend the right net, and they'll push from right to left in this second period. Scoreless hockey game. Stubbs against Ruiz. Hat-trick's 26 seconds left on their power play. And right off the draw, Binghamton controls, and Jesse Anderson slings it the length of the ice. Bouncing puck over the stick of LaBelle. And Troy Harwell will reverse course into the right corner hat-trick zone. First one there, Cam Jansen for Binghamton. Long outlet pass, flubbed by Robinson, and snapped right back in by Anderson of the Black Bears. So the hat-trick's having trouble controlling the puck, and there goes their power play. Danbury 0 for 2 here tonight. Back to 5-on-5, 30 gone in the second period. LaBelle from behind the net. His pass partially blocked, then he joins the play, but it was nullified by Jesse Anderson. Rolling puck at center, scooped up by Legkov. Thought he had a goal in the first period. It was waved off, never crossed the line. So we remain scoreless. Anderson up the gut for Jensen, kicks it along for Bondarenko. Bouncing puck, Stubbs for Jensen. A backhand shot glides wide. Left corner, Stubbs centering, knocked away. Lunging effort by Craig. He blocks a shot from Anderson and into the protective netting. 1:06 in to the second period. Another strong crowd here in Danbury. It's the third game of 28 to be played on home ice. Hat-tricks take pride in winning at home, defending home ice. They did a great job of that when they won the cup. 2-on-1 for the hat-tricks potentially. Here's Franduto ripping one from the right circle wide. A 2-on-1, Crom and Franduto, who have both been noticeable so far here tonight. And the shot just off the mark. Mo Valley got the red line. He'll tuck it in deep with 1:30 erased in the second period. Headband pass tipped in by Tim Kim. Back behind the hat-tricks goal, McClendon steers it, lost it, Kim left corner. He'll center, pinballs off some skates, out to center. Ruiz shot out of a cannon. Stone settles for Binghamton in his own zone. His outlet pass through Raleigh. And recovered by Yates, right wing O-zone. Throws middle all the way through. Picked up far boards Weber. He'll pitchfork it below the goal line. Craig there for Danbury. He'll hop on it. Backhand flick for Robinson, could not handle. And Weber clanks it off the glass. Blocked down by Robinson. On a third effort, he's got the puck far side boards neutral zone. Still bouncing, and there goes Kim into the O-zone. He'll give off near side. Shankar, pestered by Craig, who lofts it up the near boards. Taking a hit was Raleigh, and Robinson supports out of the zone. A little more than 2.5 minutes gone by, second period, in a scoreless hockey game. Puck at the point. D'Orazio had his shot partially blocked, picked up near half wall. A centering pass from Clark on goal, save by McClendon, and he covers. Black Bears tried to work a quick 2-on-1 against McClendon. Puck ends up deflecting on goal. And McClendon covers it up. 8th shot on net. Black Bears yesterday had 50 against Penton. They scored 5 with the rookie netminder in the net, and then the one empty netter. Puck is flown through center, knocked down, and then dumped into the Binghamton zone. Loose puck left corner, Zaitchek wins. Low to high, Christou center point, flubs the shot. Gathered in, far corner Legkov to the back, Christou whips it across. LaBelle shoots, deflected. Pouncing on it, Legkov, right half wall to the back. LaBelle keeps it in, he shoots. Head high, off the back glass. Legkov cycles below the goal line. Through Zaitchek, sprinting after it. Him and Cervoni collide. He'll feather it down low, kicks off the stanchion. To the back it goes, LaBelle. Backhander towards goal, block, rebound save. Legkov, backhander, kick save. A stuff try, Legkov behind the net. Centers looking for Belfay. It redirects to the far boards. Now right corner for Legkov. He's smeared along the end glass, gets it to the back. Christou winds, then dumps it down for Legkov. Right boards. Pressured by D'Orazio. Puck taken away, out to center. Harwell laid a hit. Christou in the hat-trick zone. 4 minutes into the second period. We're looking for our first goal. Puck tipped in. Wobbling at the left point. Mo Valley could not keep it in, and he'll shoot it into Binghamton territory. Hat-tricks forced the touch up, and they do. Cam Cervoni behind the Binghamton net, angles it off the right boards, stolen by Jordan Crom. His shoot in, glove down by D'Orazio. And CJ Stubbs, the team leader in points, to Jansen, lost it. There goes Crom, right wing O-zone. He'll tap it in, rims it around the board to the near side. Cervoni crunched by Newberg, but there goes Binghamton. Here's an outlet pass, Bondarenko! Stopped, rebound, pops over the crossbar. Bondarenko, who had 2 goals last night, stopped by McClendon. Hat-tricks the other way, Robinson, left wing, backhander wide right. Had Ruiz and Raleigh to his right. Bondarenko, left wing O-zone. His pass to the back, Anderson out of his reach. He's got it back. Right boards, pocket picked. 2-on-1 Ruiz. Denied by Ramakers. Tried to dart in left wing. Here comes Bondarenko with another opportunity and another save from McClendon. Bondarenko twice behind the Hat-tricks defense. And McClendon standing tall, keeps it a scoreless game. Hat-tricks ice the puck. About 5.5 minutes erased in the second period. Back and forth we go on this seesaw early second period. Stay with us on the Hat-Trick Digital Network. Looking for top quality meats? Omaha Beef Company is your go-to wholesale food distributor. We carry a wide selection of beef, poultry, pork, cheeses, and pantry staples. Visit omahabeefcompany.com to learn more. Omaha Beef Company, serving Connecticut with quality you can count on. Is joint pain slowing you down? At Ortho Connecticut, our team of expert orthopedic surgeons and specialists get you back to doing what you love pain-free. From sports injuries to joint replacement, we offer advanced care close to home. Visit myorthoct.com to schedule your appointment today. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers comprehensive dental services, including sedation, cosmetic, and preventive care. Schedule your appointment today at stonyhilldental.com. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get your tickets fast and easy at Tixer.com, the official ticketing partner of the Danbury Hat-tricks. We make it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your tickets today at Tixer.com and cheer on your Danbury Hat-tricks. Back in Danbury, about 5.5 minutes into the second period. Back and forth we go in a scoreless game, Hat-tricks and Black Bears. Right off the D-zone draw, Robinson breaks in right wing. His shot partially blocked. Scooped up off the end boards by Zaitchek. And flipped back into the Hat-trick zone. Getting there is Josh LaBelle for Danbury. Pressured by Kim for Binghamton. Belfay will ramp the puck in to the Binghamton zone. Hat-tricks have had speed, energy. Coming off arguably their best period of the year. And have carried that over here into the second period with plenty of pressure, but now a penalty going to be called against Legkov behind the Binghamton net. He'll get called for hooking. Meanwhile, Anderson breaks in right side of the blue line. Offensive zone. His cross-ice pass becomes a souvenir near the Animal House. Perfectly placed up into the crowd and a nice grab. But Alex Legkov will sit hooking. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play tonight, and the Black Bears get opportunity number 2. Very dangerous group. Mentioned 20% through the first 3 games, 4 power play goals. Always towards the top of the league in power play percentage, but as I mentioned off the top, no Tyson Kirkby nor Austin Thompson, 2 of their biggest goal scorers. But here's Ivan Bondarenko off the face-off, parks behind the net, centering pass, blocked, second try, out to the point. It's kept in. CJ Stubbs dances around Ruiz, left circle to the backhand, centers, take it away. Clear attempt, knocked down. Crom on the backhand, blocked by Jansen. Here's Yates, shoots and scores. Right in the slot, Gavin Yates let it fly, picks the top right corner. And 21 seconds in to the Legkov hook. The Black Bears draw first blood. It's 1-0, and the Black Bears have a power play goal for the 4th consecutive game. Gavin Yates had the empty netter yesterday. He now has goals in 2 straight. And a little bit of air out of the hat-trick's balloon here. Still 13+ minutes remaining in period 2. And we are back to even 5-on-5 following the Yates goal. Stone bursts in right side. His shot off the mark. Pass to the back. Weber, left point drive, whistles wide. Right half wall. Down the wall. It's Desmarais. Gave it away to Gennaro Fronduto. Kisses it off the right glass into Binghamton territory. Stone up ahead. Desmarais will tip it. McClendon plays for Delary. And the hat-tricks fail to clear. Puck back behind the net. Delary wheels it for Fronduto. Right wing neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Harwell keeps it moving towards the Binghamton goal. It's at the left point. Black Bears zone. Fronduto and Emery going at each other. Meanwhile, it's Connor Craig weaving in. Craig gives off Robinson. He'll actually take it back in the left corner as Robinson backed off. Arm went up from the referee and a penalty. So Binghamton buries goal number 1, and it is the goal scorer, Yates, who will sit. Hat-tricks with a golden opportunity to even the score at 1. Also hat-tricks trailing for the 4th consecutive game. They have yet to lead. Right circle draw, offensive zone. It's Ruiz out there with Harwell, Legkov, LaBelle, and Robinson. Black Bears win the draw, and Ramekers hammers it off the near glass and down. McClendon passes out for Ruiz near his own blue line. A giveaway, but kicked along by LaBelle. Hat-tricks have numbers from right to left. LaBelle gains the line, gives off Harwell right side. Drop for Ruiz, slapper save by McAdama. The hat-tricks captain let one fly from the center point. And McAdama fought it off, grabbed it with the glove, and an offensive zone face-off upcoming. Ruiz in the goal column yesterday, power play goal, beat McAdama on a wrist shot from the outer ring right circle. McAdama never saw it, screened by his own D-man. Shots are even at 12. Black Bears up 1-0, just past 12 minutes to go in the 2nd period. This Golf Lounge 18 power play has 1:30 remaining on it. Harwell to the back, LaBelle, return Harwell, right circle. Sauced up top for LaBelle, and a bouncing puck out of the zone. LaBelle softly for Robinson. Return LaBelle over the red. LaBelle flicks it into the slot. Stone steals it. Long alley-oop looking for Bondarenko. Instead, it's on goal for McClendon. Harwell pestered by Bondarenko. He'll steady the ships behind the net. And gives off for LaBelle. 55 on the power play. Raleigh for Robinson. Kicks it in deeper. Raleigh gloves it down. Right side shoots. Saved by McAdama. Chested it down. And the Black Bears hurl it into the hat-trick zone. Final 35 of the power play. 2nd unit on. Craig leaving for Crom. Rolling puck behind McClendon. Legkov gallops through the neutral zone. Right wing offensive zone. He'll hit the break. Gives off. Delary right point. Shoots! Tipped wide left. Craig keeps it alive left point. Whacks it into the left corner. Legkov with 10 on the power play. Straight away, Craig for Legkov. Across, Crom, fan on the shot. Raleigh behind the net. Legkov, left half wall. Dancing, gives for Raleigh. It's free in the slot, poked out of the zone, and out of the box comes Yates. Hat-tricks 0 for 2 on the power play, trailing 1-0 as we hit the midway point. 2nd period. The only goal this game, Yates on the power play. Black Bears have iced the puck just before our under 10 media timeout. So the goal, Yates, his second, and first on the power play at 6:43 from Stubbs and Jansen. Two of the Black Bears point leaders through the first 3 games, Stubbs and Jansen, teaming up on the game's first goal. Left circle draw, Binghamton zone, Zajac against Yates, hat-tricks win. Belfay crisscross it with Christou. It's Christou dragging, left circle, head up, give and go with Franduto. Christou, pass in front, looking for Zajac on the right doorstep. It's knocked away. Yates into the offensive zone for Binghamton. He's hounded by Zajac. Turns back, Cervoni, right point, shot! Saved by McClendon with the glove. Black Bears strike first. Yates on the power play at 6:43. We're just past the halfway point, second period. And Danbury looking for their first goal. After this on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Fire up your appetite with Twins Barbecue Company. Smoked meats, bold flavors, and barbecue that brings people together. Stop by for ribs, brisket, wings, and more in Brookfield. Visit twinsbbqco.com to view our menu, order online, or find our next food truck stop. Twins Barbecue. There's nothing better than smoking hot Twins. Looking to make your brand stand out? Vision Designs in Brookfield has you covered. From custom screen printing and embroidery to eye-catching signs, banners, and promotional products, they bring your ideas to life with unmatched quality and service. Visit VisionDesignCT.com. Vision Designs, where your vision becomes reality. Looking to elevate your night out? At Illicit Brewing Company, we feature a beer hall, cocktail bar, arcade, lounge, and private event space. Enjoy a diverse menu, live music, trivia nights, and more. Visit illicitbrewing.com/Danbury for more information. Back in Danbury, Doug Latuca. Delighted to be with you on a Saturday night from inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Black Bears with a 1-0 lead over the Hat-Tricks on a power play goal at 6:43 of this period. Defensive zone face-off of the Hat-Tricks. Binghamton wins it, and Yates, the goal scorer, stopped by McClendon on a wrister from the high slot. Shots 14-13, slight edge to Binghamton. Just a night removed from a 6-3 final in Binghamton. Black Bears coming away with the win. It was a 1-goal game into the final 2 minutes. And Binghamton pulled away with an empty net goal and a late tally after that. Cam Cervoni will flick it behind the Hat-Tricks goal. Christou emerges in front of the net. Had his stick lifted, but pushes it out to center ice. Yates on it for Binghamton, shouldered by Newberg. Yates, no showers, left corner. Kim, shoved to the ice by Newberg. A clear attempt successful, just eludes the D-man, Austin D'Orazio. And now Yates, galloping right wing. Yates drags, backhand pass, steered away. Follow-up shot, blocked as well, and Harwell will touch it to neutral ice. Under 9 minutes to play, second period, 1-0 Binghamton. Black Bears right back in. It's Yates, hitting the brakes behind the goal. Yates, the lefty, on his backhand. Gives, left point, swung across. Weber, one-timer, stopped by McClendon, pops back on goal, and he covers. Off the deflection, off the end boards.
Fans, let's give another big happy birthday to Dylan.
So a right circle face-off in the Hat-Tricks zone.
The Danbury Hat-Tricks fans.
After a frenetic start, especially in that first period and the early stages in the second, things have slowed down somewhat, but teams trading chances, transition offense for both these sides. Danbury with Josh LaBelle, tried to clear. Cam Clark stole it, then centered. And Noah Robinson exiting the zone, shot it into the Binghamton bench, and it might have hit Brant Sherwood, the Binghamton head coach. And now Robinson swarmed by a couple of Black Bear players. Those watching on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network might have gotten a look at Tyson Kirkby, who is on the bench, the Binghamton captain, on the 15-day IR. Not in the lineup, nor is Austin Thompson. Hat-Trick still missing Zach Pamelaine, serving the second of his 5-game suspension. Long-range shot held on to by McClendon and a whistle. Also, Joshua Tomasi eligible to return from his one-game suspension, which was served yesterday, but he was a late scratch dealing with an upper body injury. Face off again at the near circle, and again Binghamton wins. But Robinson digs it free for Danbury. Ruiz tosses it to the left of McAnanama. Weber chops at it. Free puck, right half wall. Still available and skated out through neutral ice. Weber to the left side. There's Desmarais in front, and a backdoor stuff try. Went off a stick. Kept in left point. Tucked behind the net. LaBelle wins the battle. Filters it up the far wall. A logjam there. Left half boards. Still batted at, and now LaBelle will scoop it just inside the Binghamton zone, where Jesse Anderson backtracks for the Black Bears. 7:20 remaining, second period, 1-0 Binghamton on the Yates power play goal. Anderson from behind the net leads Stubbs left wing. Now cuts over the red line. He's stopped in the high slot. Jansen takes it right circle. Looking for a shooting lane, curls back. Now at the right point, Jansen gives it for Bondarenko. Return for Jansen, his shot, kicked down, it's free in the slot. Bondarenko looking for the backdoor feed to Anderson. A giveaway by the hat-tricks at a centering try. Off the back of the cage, Bondarenko searching for Stubbs. Outside shot stop, Bondarenko off the left post. Puck never left the ice, but almost went. Hat-tricks try to counter. Belfay will sweep it behind the net. Like Calvin, goal, glove save by McAnanama. Rebound, free left post, still whacked at. And then McAnanama puts the glove on top.
Atlas Adjusters.
As we said, both of these teams
let Atlas Adjusters take the burden of trying to understand and manage the claim process for you.
Creating chaos in the blue paint, forcing these goalies to stand tall. Black Bears with the one-shot advantage, 16-15. And that one extra shot. They've got one goal. Left circle draw. It's Zaitchek and Yates in the offensive zone. And Shankar wands it out to center. Trey Delory will shoot back in for Danbury. Yates onto the skating D'Orazio and left wing Kim. Centers for Yates, knocked away. Hat-tricks try the transition from right to left to give away. Yates gives off. Shankar fumbled in his skates. It's free, right point, D-zone. Now in the right corner, Kim. They'll hit the brakes. Center for Yates. High slot back for Kim. Skate to stick. Right corner. Spinning. Now at the circle. Flips it up top. Yates to the right point. Cervoni. Delory comes over. Whacks it to the far side. And Binghamton still in the offensive zone. It's played down behind the net. Pinching it from the left point. D'Orazio. Kim to the back for Yates, out of his reach. Bit of a miscommunication, and out to center it goes. Hat-tricks bending but not breaking in the D-zone. Little to no shots on that opportunity against McClendon. Yates back behind the Black Bears net. Gives for Cervoni. In pursuit, Josh Newberg. With a long pass, Kim to Yates. In stride, left wing, offensive zone. Now at the circle, Christou defends. Pass in front, it's tapped wide. Scooped up off the boards. Clear attempt fails, but Franduto gathers it back in, throws it cross ice. Weber activates, centers, and it's chopped out of danger. Other way for Danbury, it's Crom. Down the right boards. He'll chip it in. Pressures Emery in the left corner. Hat-tricks making a change. Robinson supporting. Stone back for Weber. He'll loft it out to center. Gloved by Christou. He'll tap it for Craig. And tape to tape with Ruiz. Up the gut. Gives for Raleigh. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Stopped by McAnanama, who clamped down the right arm. There was just a bit of room under the right arm of McAnanama, blocker's side, and he squeezed it tight to keep it 1-0 Binghamton. 4:15 remains in the middle frame. Great action here on a Saturday night from Danbury. Start your morning off right at Grounds Donut House. Enjoy our oversized artisanal donuts paired with premium coffee. For a unique treat, don't miss our ice cream-filled donuts. If you're looking for a sweet way to kick off your day, visit us in Danbury or check us out online at groundsdonuthouse.com/Danbury. Looking for great craft beer and live music? Visit Housatonic River Brewing in New Milford. Enjoy handcrafted ales in our rustic tap room or outdoor beer garden along the scenic Housatonic River. We're open Wednesday through Sunday with live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out our full schedule and offerings at HousatonicRiverBrewing.com. Looking for reliable waste management? Choose Interstate Waste Services, your local family-owned provider since 1998. We provide comprehensive waste and recycling solutions for homes and businesses with a commitment to sustainability and community. For more information, visit interstatewaste.com. Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. The Black Bears holding on to a 1-0 lead. About 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Only goal, Gavin Yates, earlier in this frame. Puck is at neutral ice. C.J. Stubbs for the Black Bears. Right circle. Pressured, gives off for Stone, who activates from the right point. Now in the right corner. Wheels it to the far side for Bonarenko. His centering try all the way through. Stubbs, center point. Weber fumbled it. Off to the races, Raleigh tries to lift the stick. Leaves the puck there. And Weber comes out of the pile with it. Left wing, center, Stubbs, pass down low, detected and knocked away. Centering try, thwarted as well. And here comes Jake Raleigh for Danbury. He'll just whack it off the far boards into Binghamton territory. 3.5 left in the second period. We went to break after the Johnny Ruiz opportunity near the left circle. McAnanama making the save, his 17th of the game. Mentioned he's 2-0, but his save percentage not even in the 800s. He's under 80% save percentage, but the Black Bears have been strong and have won a couple of games. Here's Harwell Ozone, right circle. He opens up, surveys to the left point. Mo Valley walks, shoots, blocked by Anderson standing in front. Puck plops down, and there goes Yates speeding. Left wing, Ozone. Delory gets back, forces him to the outside. Puck rims around to the right half wall. Out of the pile, it's Harwell. Slings it across for Legkov. Turns on the jet, self-pass. Right corner, Legkov steers one in front. Stolen away by Shenkar. And tapped ahead, numbers for Binghamton. It's Kim, left wing. Kim for Yates, he shoots, missed the target wide right. Pops off the end boards for Harwell. Whacked at by Kim on the back check. Harwell will slingshot it in. Far to near side. Legkov tied up with Ramakers. Fronduto supports. Around the dasher it goes to the right boards. Kim near the circle. His clear attempt kicked down by Christou. Stops Yates on the clear attempt. But the puck does leave the zone. Crom, fresh off the bench, will wheel it around. Stopped by Anderson for Binghamton. Ramakers has trouble. Newberg poking at it. He's tied up again with Ramakers. And it squirts free for the Binghamton D-man, who's back behind the cage with under 2 minutes left in the second. 1-0 Black Bears. Long outlet pass. Tough to handle for Shenkar. LaBelle back on defense. 9 against 9. And Fronduto dumps Shenkar. Meanwhile, puck at the left circle for Yates, who spins. Black Bears forward. Drops off. Cross slot pass in the skates of Cam Clark for Binghamton. He's got it back. Tries to center. Off a leg pad. From the left point, it's D'Orazio. He'll rim it to the right half wall. Fronduto just enough to clear. D-to-D pass, Cervoni to the far side, D'Orazio. Patrick's clear the zone. And Crom chips in, goes to the bench for a change. And I believe it is a center ice face-off upcoming. Icing was called, but they'll take it back. And we'll have a face-off right on the center ice logo with about 55 seconds in this period. Ruiz against Rumsey on the draw. Ruiz attempted to go forward. Instead, it's back from O'Valley. And he'll wrist it in off the boards in front. And McAnanama, forced to be alert, makes the stop. Stone whips it up the near boards. It's touched further. LaBelle swats it away. Free puck at neutral ice. Tapped along. There goes Ruiz in the O-zone. Ruiz, right circle. Tried to center, and Weber got there. Bouncing puck. Collision behind the play. Point shot was blocked. Ruiz hits Weber, and the puck pops out of play, but they say off the glass, so no penalty. Ruiz, a late period burst here. Couldn't get the shot off. And despite the 0 on the scoreboard, Patrick's putting together one of their most complete performances of the season. Plenty of opportunities. Trying to cash in and even the score. 24.1 second period clock. Right circle draw. Harwell back for Legkov. It eluded him. Out to center, right back in come the hat-tricks. And the puck trickles out of the zone. Stubbs broke his stick, playing it back. It's kicked towards McAnanama. Legkov applying pressure with 10 seconds. But there is Anderson. He'll whack it for Ramakers. Right boards. Far side, Bondarenko at the circle with one. His pass behind Jensen, and the period is over.
At the end of the second period, Danbury 0, Binghamton 1.
Only goal of the period, Gavin Yates in the slot, ripped one, top right corner at 6:43 on the power play. CJ Stubbs and Mac Jansen with the helpers. Shots nearly identical through 40, 17-16 Danbury with the slight advantage, but still in search of goal number 1 in this Saturday night affair, second game of this weekend set. And it's already the third home game for Danbury. Hat-tricks will hit the road next weekend, 2 against Indiana, Saturday and Sunday, before coming back home to host the Watertown Wolves Hollow Weekend. Well, we're gonna have our crumble chuck-a-puck. Also, I believe a TK center ice shot.
All right, fans, it's time.
We got our TK center ice shot, then our crumble chuck-a-puck.
All right, fans, it's time for the TK's American Cafe center ice shot. All right, who am I here with? What's your favorite sports team?
We're having some technical difficulties with the microphones here tonight in Danbury, but we'll let the shots go off. Let's see if he can win these fans some free wings. It looks like it's a backhand effort, and it's wide right. All right, while we have the TK shot, we will step out, and then we'll rejoin you for a little bit of the end of the chuck-a-puck, and then the rest of the regulation action here. It's 1-0 after 40 from Danbury. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Remember when a night out didn't break the bank? When fun was simple, social, and full of laughter? Bowling is still that place. Affordable, timeless, and made for everyone. Get more laughs per dollar bowling at Spins Bowl.
tail end of our Crumble Chuck-a-Pucks from here in Danbury. Doug Latuca, happy to be with you at the second intermission. It's 1-0 Binghamton. Gavin Yates, the only goal scorer on the power play for the Black Bears in that second period at 6:43. CJ Stubbs and Mac Jensen with the helpers. The pucks are flying in here in Danbury. We get those cleaned up. And the Zamboni out. Looks like we've had a couple winners so far tonight at cash prize right at center ice. We're going to step aside here at the second intermission, and we'll rejoin you for third period action between the Hat-Tricks and the Black Bears. After this extended break, we'll come on back and press play, but don't go anywhere. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Enjoy free tours and tastings of our award-winning spirits, including bourbon, rye, gin, and ready-to-drink cocktails. Open daily with tours on the hour. Book your spot at litchfielddistillery.com. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Craving a craft beer escape? Come to Reverie Brewing Company in Newtown, where every pint is brewed with passion and flavor. Catch a rotating tap list, enjoy food trucks almost every day, and join us for live events and good times. Visit reveriebrewing.com for our menu, hours, and upcoming events. Reverie Brewing, don't quit your daydream. In the mood for a sweet treat? Visit Twister's Ice Cream Cafe in New Fairfield. Enjoy 32 delicious homemade ice cream and Italian ice flavors, including rotating specials. Plus, catch Twisters at all Danbury Hat-Tricks home games this season. For more information, check them out on Facebook. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Doug Latuca with you. About to start the third period from the Danbury Ice Arena. But before we do that, let's take a look at some scores around the league. Lots of other action going on in the FPHL. Second weekend of the season, and for some teams, it is the opening weekend for teams like the Blue Ridge Bobcats, who currently, they were down 3-0. It is now 3-2. Oh, now 4-2. Look at that. A goal, as we're talking about it, a goal from the River Dragons after back-to-back Blue Ridge scores from Stuckless and Daly. And then Ryan Galvin, the goal to once again reinstate a 2-goal lead for the River Dragons. Elsewhere in the Empire Division, we got a 1-1 score, Watertown and Port Huron. Oh, it's not 1-1. Look at this. Scores are updating on me, and we are just trying to keep track of them right here. There we go. Looks like we got some scores. It is 1-1. Heading into the third period at McMorran Arena. The goal scorers, Dylan Marty for the Prowlers in the first, Brad Ryder at 12:21 of the first period. That one 1-1 heading into the third period of play. A couple of other games in action. Topeka 3-0 Scarecrows are up 1-0 over the Biloxi Breakers, and the Baton Rouge Zydeco hold the 2-goal advantage over the Monroe Moccasins. Topeka is at home in the game against Biloxi, and Monroe is hosting Baton Rouge, trailing 2-0. The other two games, you've got the Athens Rock Lobsters holding on to a 3-2 lead against the winless Indiana Sentinels out in Indiana. Hamilton Community Ice Arena, where the Hat-Tricks will be next weekend. That contest about midway through that second period. And the Rock Lobsters taking the lead on a power play goal, 2:33 into the second period. Philip Virgil had both 2 goals, including the go-ahead score on the power play in that second period. And the other contest, it's the PD Ice Cats 2, and the Twin City Thunderbirds with 4 on home ice. That game, late stages third period. Thunderbirds with 3 straight goals after trailing 2-1 after 1. They had 2 in the second, 1 in the third period to go up on top. Both teams back on the ice. A couple moments away from the start of the third period. From Danbury, the only goal in this game, Gavin Yates, from the high slot at 6:43 on the power play. Stubbs and Jensen with the helpers. Both players piling up the points. Both up and over the 5-point mark through 3 games and 2 periods. What's on the line here? Danbury 0-3 for the first time since the 2019-2020 inaugural campaign. Also, the Hat-Tricks pointless through 3 games for the first time in franchise history. And looking for the equalizer and a chance to put a tally in the win column against the undefeated Binghamton Black Bears. Hat-Tricks from left to right. Period 3. Let's do it. Puck is down. And Dan Weber possesses for Binghamton. Back to his D partner, Dan Stone, wears the A on his chest. Shantar pestered by Noah Robinson. Squirts free for Yates. He shoots wide left, pops off the dasher. Right glove swipe by Craig. And it's punched all the way down the ice. Yates Hits the brakes. Now Yates for Weber. Right wing down the wall. He'll poke it in further. Tries to drop it for Kim. Instead, Mo Valley reads it and sends Robinson towards the O-zone. Legkov barely stayed on side. He touched the puck back behind the net. And it's Jacob Shankar for Binghamton, leaving it for Gavin Yates. A minute into the third period. Shot 17-16 Danbury. They trail 1-0 because of this man Yates. Zigzagging through. Took a whack. Lost the puck and his right glove. Black Bears back on it, and Anderson soars it from the near to far side. Jensen corrals high slot, gives off right corner Bondarenko. Wrapped up by LaBelle. It's in the long defenseman's skates, and here's Legkov, left wing offensive zone. Cuts middle, ran into the referee, and Stubbs takes it away. Ramakers passes middle. Bondarenko fielded it behind his back, and it's swept back behind the Hat-Trick's goal. Christou gets a second try on the clear, this time successful. Legkov did not get a piece, and it results in an icing. A minute and 53 seconds elapsed in this third period. If you're just joining us, the only goal coming in that second period, it was Yates on the power play. Hat-Trick's 0-3, trying to get off the schneid in front of the Danbury faithful. Black Bears in second place in the Empire with 8 points. One of their wins coming in the shootout. Right circle draw in the D zone. It hit off Legkov. Ruster from Clark and a save by McClendon. Hat-Trick's unsuccessful on a clear, and it plopped right down for Clark. We got a good look, and McClendon strong makes his 16th save. Lugging the puck in, it's Demaroy backhanding it off the back glass, and it's lumberjacked into the first row.
Stony Hill Dental Care. Looking for a
face-off back in the Danbury zone. To the right of McClendon, making start number 2 of the season. Now both goaltenders with 2 starts each, and Andrew LaRusso, the third goaltender. Tonight, Penton is the backup. He made 44 saves yesterday in that 6-3 loss. Binghamton off the face-off, it's Kim. Dancing around far wall, point shot, fought off by McClendon and whacked to the near boards. A chop attempt successful. Delory out to neutral ice, but Cervoni will tuck it back behind the Danbury net. Mo Valley one-hands it along the kick plate near side. Fronduto out of the zone. Newberg whacked it, and it hit off the helmet of the D-man, Austin D'Orazio. Long outlet pass to Shankar. Hat-Trick's read it, batted out to center ice, but Binghamton still with possession. Weber settles a rolling puck. His long pass detected by Robinson, doesn't matter. There goes Shankar, wrist shot, blocked. Shankar back on it. Left corner to the back. Weber stops, starts, shoots. Right pad saved by McClendon. Raleigh tries to chip it out of the zone. It's swept back in. Craig out of the reach of Robinson, trying to counter with some offense. Shankar, left side of the blue line, flutters one across. Weber supports and pounds it in. About 4 minutes into the third period. It's a 1-0 Binghamton lead. LaBelle to his D partner Craig, springs off his stick. He attempts to push forward, and the Black Bears the other way. Stubbs, left wing, centers, out of the reach of Jansen. Sprints to it, right corner. He snow showers. Walks up the right wall, passes to the back, and a shot fanned on by Ramakers. Jansen pounces back on it, left circle, centers. Bondarenko on the backhand, spinning, couldn't get the shot off. Mo Valley's clear, kept alive Ramakers. Swings it near side Anderson. Left point, pressured by Legkov. They'll filter it behind the net. Jansen flicks it for Bondarenko. Racing to it, gets there. Ramakers shoots, left pad save. It's to Bondarenko across. Jansen scores! Beautiful cross slot feed. Bondarenko to Jensen on the one-timer. Beats the outstretched McClendon. The Black Bears extend the lead 2-0. 4.5 minutes here into the third period. Ivan Bondarenko, Mac Jensen. Point-producing machines through the first 4 games. So Jensen now with a goal and an assist here tonight. Bondarenko had 2 goals last night and as a helper on that goal. Puck is at center ice. It's Christou. Meanwhile, behind the play, Newberg and Emery were grabbing at each other, thought they might drop the gloves. Instead, Newberg gets to a rolling puck near boards. It's shoveled into the left corner and worked from right to left for Binghamton. Clark, right wing O-zone, closed off by Gennaro Franduto. It's kicked along, centered. Emery shoot to the save by McClendon. Right into the breadbasket of McClendon, who has stopped 21 of 23, but Binghamton doubles the lead. Mac Jensen with his 3rd goal of the season, and a 2-0 Black Bears advantage here in Danbury. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Enjoy free tours and tastings of our award-winning spirits, including bourbon, rye, gin, and ready-to-drink cocktails. Open daily with tours on the hour. Book your spot at litchfielddistillery.com. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Craving a craft beer escape? Come to Reverie Brewing Company in Newtown, where every pint is brewed with passion and flavor. Catch a rotating tap list, enjoy food trucks almost every day, and join us for live events and good times. Visit reveriebrewing.com for our menu, hours, and upcoming events. Reverie Brewing, don't quit your daydream. In the mood for a sweet treat? Visit Twister's Ice Cream Cafe in New Fairfield. Enjoy 32 delicious homemade ice cream and Italian ice flavors, including rotating specials. Plus, catch Twisters at all Danbury Hat-Tricks home games this season. For more information, check them out on Facebook. Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. The Black Bears lead doubled. Mac Jensen, his 3rd goal of the season. It's 2-0, 5 minutes into the 3rd. Binghamton looking for more, and a point shot fought off by McClendon. Hat-Tricks clear the zone. De Orazio backtracking to Cervoni, and up ahead for Kim, storming down the right wall. Kim, the lefty on his backhand, bumped. Ruiz took a stick up high, he drew a call. Jacob Shankar, stick to the face of the Hat-Tricks captain, and Danbury, who has not led this season, can now cut this to a 1-goal game yet again, and importantly, early in this 3rd period. Hat-Tricks would love to keep this a 1-goal game. Continue to apply pressure and hopefully get the equalizer. It was a 1-goal contest with just 2 minutes left last night, going into in that 3rd period, and the Hat-Tricks could not get the tying goal in the 6-3 loss. Danbury controls in the O-zone, bouncing puck taken in by Binghamton, and it sailed down the ice. LaBelle gets there for Danbury. Jensen applying pressure. Now Stubbs takes it away from Harwell, centering try, and now Stubbs plays back, hit off the linesman. Robinson darting in, left side. He'll drop it for Harwell up the circle. Low left, Legkov to the back, out of the reach of Robinson. And all the way back down it goes. 6 minutes in, 3rd period, 2-0 Binghamton. Hat-Tricks in search of win number 1 and have a power play for another minute 15. Robinson fumbled, and Bondarenko trickles it to the left of McClendon. 2nd unit on for Danbury. Craig for Legkov. Churns the legs, poked off the puck by Bondarenko, who dances out of trouble. Plays for Ramakers, and he'll hurl it behind the Hat-Tricks goal. 50 seconds left on the power play. Puck back towards McAnanama. He gave it away. Here's Raleigh for Fronduto on the return behind both Delory and Raleigh. Delory, far half wall, centers Raleigh. It's in his skates. He'll open up, give to the back. Craig, wrist shot. Never got there. Still in the slot. Bouncing puck. Swept at. It's free shot. Stopped by McAnanama. Fronduto right in the low slot. Put one on and could not beat McAnanama. Hat-Trick's looking for one break just to inch a bit closer and get the fans right back in it. Final 23 seconds of this power play. Left circle face-off. It's Stubbs against Fronduto. Back into the left corner it goes. Weber kicking. Raleigh had his stick lifted, and Jensen will curl back in his zone. Then he sails it, stays in play, almost went into the Hat-Trick's bench. Craig chips it to center, whacked left boards. Fronduto, his dump in, hit the linesman. Crom dangling, long outlet, too far for Stubbs. Icing waved. Delory from behind the net. He was looking for a hooking call, doesn't get it. Instead, it's Stone pinching right point. The shot save, rebound free in front, and then batted out to center. Fronduto off to the races. He's outnumbered. Weber's back. Fronduto cuts middle, drops off. Robinson shoots wide left. Bouncing puck on the back of the goal, and the referee blows the whistle.
Vision Designs, the official merchandiser of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Full service screen printing, embroidery, signage, and promotional.
Shots are 26-18 Black Bears.
In Brookfield.
Binghamton a 2-0 lead.
Designs is the hometown company.
Just over 12 minutes to go in regulation. Louise Robinson and Legkov up front for Danbury with Christou and LaBelle on the back. Left circle face-off. Ruiz wins it. Robinson to the left point. LaBelle snapshot blocked down by Yates. He escapes the zone with Ruiz on his hip. Yates navigates the line. Offside. Kim tried to stretch, but he was ahead of the play. In a 2-0 hockey game, exactly 12 minutes remaining in regulation time. Hat-Tricks have dropped all 3 of their games in regulation. 2 here last weekend to Port Huron, and last night in Binghamton. Jostle for the puck at the right half wall. Out to center it goes. Cervoni ahead for Yates and offside. Binghamton never cleared the zone. So the face-off just in front of the Hat-Trick's bench. Well, they'll move it to the opposite dot. So across the way, just outside the Hat-Trick's zone. Danbury successful on the face-off. LaBelle long outlet, hoping for Raleigh, detected by Romakers, and pounded back in deep. Christou behind the net. Fanned on his pass, gets back to it in the left corner. Cody Rumsey getting in the middle of things, fell to the ice, and LaBelle pries it free. He spins on Clark, uses the net as a shield, up ahead for Raleigh. It's in his skates, still in the zone technically, and swatted out by Harwell, and they blow it dead. High stick on Harwell. He played it at neutral ice.
Decker Cat Rental. Need equipment or machines for your next project? Decker Cat Rental has everything you need for contractors, professionals, to DIY jobs.
So the previous face-off at the far dot, and now you bring this face-off
Decker Cat Rental
at the near dot. Just beyond the Hat-Trick zone. Lining up far side is Austin Belfay all the way along the left boards, but Binghamton wins the face-off and sauces it in cross corner. Craig for Danbury to Belfay. Just out of the zone it goes. Black Bears forced to touch up. They do. Craig for Raleigh, who tips it into the slot area, but Romakers there, spins it off the right glass and back to center. Romakers in his own zone now. Anderson leading Clark. In stride over the center ice logo. Right up the gut, Clark dancing, knocked away by Mo Valley. Harwell shovels it off the boards. Handled by Anderson. Give and go with Stone, and Anderson back with it. The outlet taken away by Harwell. Franduto. Little chip attempted to charge, ran into Stone instead. And Weber, cross ice, taken away. Delory. He'll charge in. Whacked off his stick by Stone. Danbury forced to reorganize again. Left to right they go. Christou stopped at center. Cross ice pass. Jansen. Delory defends. Drops. Stone shoots. Left pad save by McClendon. On it is Newberg. Backhand flick through center. Past the midway point, third period. And a 2-0 Black Bears lead. A clear attempt, glove down by Legkov. They'll push it behind the net. Newberg overskated. Bondarenko, a touch play for Stubbs. Gets the red and softly into the left corner. Jansen meets Christou. Spins off a check. Free puck along the kick plate. Jansen got his stick free momentarily. Now tied up yet again. Delory helping out. 3 black jerseys, 3 white. Kim on the outer ring. Backing up. Puck still there. Batted at. Kept in. D'Orazio with a rip, and it springs off the dasher and into the netting. Just 9:03 left in regulation of the Hat-Tricks, facing a 2-0 deficit. Still plenty of time for a comeback here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Upgrade your home with Buzz-8 Appliance, your trusted source for top brand appliances and expert service. We've got the selection and knowledge to help you find the perfect fit. Visit our showrooms in Danbury and Brookfield or shop online at buzz8appliance.com. Buzz-8 Appliance, where quality meets dependability. Discover fresh quality and unbeatable value at Carluzzi's, your family-owned grocery market. We've got everything you need under one roof. Proudly serving Danbury and surrounding communities. Visit carluzzi's.com for weekly specials. Carluzzi's, where quality meets community.
Hungry? Chick-fil-A has you covered in Brookfield on Federal Road and inside the Danbury Fair Mall. From the original chicken sandwich to fresh salads and nuggets, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner your way. The perfect way to feed your family. Chick-fil-A, great food, friendly service.
Craving something sweet? Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Choose from a variety of creamy frozen yogurts, pile on your favorite toppings, and create the perfect swirl every time. Located right in the heart of Bethel, it's dessert your way every day. Stop in or visit peachwaveyogurt.com. Peach Wave of Bethel, where flavor meets fun.
9:03 the reading, third period clock in Danbury in a 2-0 hole against the Binghamton Black Bears. Doug Latuca happy to be with you on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Puck is at center ice. It's Gavin Yates turning on the Jets down the left wall. He centers, touch toward the goal, and knocked away. D'Orazio into the slot. Shankar wristed one wide. Kim in the right corner for Binghamton. Smashed along the boards by Ruiz, and it's chopped out to center by the Hat-Tricks. Danbury just 1 goal through the first 2 games as Yates lets one fly over the crossbar. Did strike 3 times yesterday on just 13 shots, but on home ice they've registered just 1 goal. Kim, return pass for Yates behind the Hat-Tricks goal. Shankar gave it away. Harwell off the glass, rolling, and it's an icing on the Hat-Tricks. The horn has only sounded once so far this year. It was a LaBelle point shot on a power play. Beat Reed Cooper up high. Last night, the goal scorers for the Hat-Tricks, Crom in his Hat-Tricks debut, Ruiz. Both Crom and Ruiz's goals on the power play, and then Belfay in the third period made it a 1-goal game, even strength, which was the first Hat-Tricks even strength goal of the year. But Danbury just outlasted by the Black Bears, 6-3 the final. Binghamton into the offensive zone. Movalli upended, free puck in front, save on Clark, who was all alone in the low slot. Clark back on it in the slot, he wrists one wide, rebound pops off the end boards and a swing and a miss by Demaray. Loose puck, near point. Harwell at center ice will sling it down the ice with just 7:30 remaining in regulation. Hard pass to the near side. Rumsey will tap in. Kicks off an awkward part of the boards. Belfay to Legkov. He'll zigzag around Bondarenko. Shoots it in. Rolls around the kick plate. Stone stops it for Binghamton. Crosses out in front of the goal. Finds Bondarenko. Left wing. Gains the blue. Sauce pass in front. Knocked down. Stone now left corner. He'll tuck it behind. Bondarenko. Looking. Centers. Stopped. Out to the high slot. Jansen to the right point. That shot well wide by Weber. Hat-trick's clear. Icing waved. McAnanama out of the goal. Quick up. There goes Stubbs. Into the offensive zone. Drops. Bondarenko for Stubbs. He drags. Shoots. Glove save by McClendon. One of his best. Keeps it a 2-goal game. Fronduto. Backhand flick. A race for it. Weber wins. Beats Legkov. And an icing on the hat-tricks. Massive stop from McClendon. A couple of times right in front. Just to keep it a 2-goal game. Now the shots starting to distance themselves with the Black Bears. 29-18 the reading. Remember last night it was 50-13. Binghamton wins. Cervoni right point shot. Fought off by McClendon. It pops up in the air. Legkov had trouble with it. It's Kim in the left corner. Overskated. Christou pestered. Hat-tricks used the near glass. Ruiz charging ahead. Shoots on goal. McAnanama steers it to the far boards. Cervoni out of the zone. Robinson, another dump in. Hat-tricks forced to touch up. They do so. A pass back on goal, and McAnanama covers. That was not what Austin D'Orazio wanted to do. Second game of the weekend set. Hat-tricks trying to put a tally in the win column. They're 0-3. They win an O-zone draw. LaBelle will jab it behind the net. It's free near half wall. Ruiz for Raleigh in the right corner. Raleigh around the net. Bats it off the wall. LaBelle shoots. Knocked away. Out to center it goes, and LaBelle will slap it back in. Robinson greets it, right half wall. Walks down into the corner, slings it to the far side. Harwell for LaBelle. His shot tipped wide. Raleigh chases. LaBelle keeps it alive. His shot blocked. There goes Yates from right to left. Into the offensive zone. Right wing. Yates into the middle. Tapped away by Belfay. Harwell, outlet, off a skate, back into the hat-trick zone. LaBelle out to center, and Stone under 5 minutes left in the third. Stone into the zone, centering pass and a shot blocked off. Desmarais, stapled to the end glass. Harwell searching for the puck. It squirts out in front, sticked away by McClendon. And it's rolled back into the Binghamton zone. 4:30 on the clock. Time ticking and not the hat-trick's friend right now. A giveaway. A wrist shot. Saved by McClendon. A good look for Zach Desmarais. And McClendon keeps it a 2-0 game. Time growing thin on the hat-tricks. They're down 2 with 4:19 left. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
It's time for a tasty, gooey treat. Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With 6 new gourmet cookie flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. For the latest flavors and updates, visit crumblecookies.com/Danbury. Visit Danbury Duckpin Bowling Lanes for family fun. Enjoy the classic charm of duckpin bowling with 16 lanes, including a private party room. Perfect for kids' parties, senior leagues, and casual play. Open daily with affordable rates and a welcoming atmosphere. Visit danburyduckpin.com to reserve your lane today. Looking for a bank that puts you first? Visit Fairfield County Bank, serving Connecticut since 1871. With 17 local branches, we offer personal and business banking, mortgages, insurance, and investment services, all with a personal touch. Visit fairfieldcountybank.com to learn more.
Back in Danbury, 2-0. Black Bears up on the Hat-Tricks in the second game of this home and home. Yates in the second, Jansen in the third. At the only goal scoring in this game. Danbury with just one goal on home ice. This their third game here in Danbury. 4 minutes to score 2 and tie. Puck tipped out of play at neutral ice. We'll set up for a face-off. So they'll square up right in front of the Binghamton bench. Just outside the zone. Ruiz out of the pile. Harassed by Bondarenko. But he feathers the puck in deep. Raced after it. And Bondarenko's clear, kept in. Raleigh at the blue line. They pass it into the right corner. Overskated by Ruiz. Weber strong on his stick. Up ahead for Stubbs. And back for Stone. He's behind the net. Patrick somewhat backed off. And a breakout. Stubbs for Jansen. Right through center. Into the zone, fakes the shot. Dances inside. Jansen around the net to the near side. The righty opens up. Ring of the right circle. Touches it. Right corner for Cervoni. And the puck chopped off his stick by LaBelle. 3:10. Third period. 2-0 Binghamton. LaBelle behind the net. Bondarenko goes after him. LaBelle for the shrieking Legkov, gets the red and snaps it in. Under 3 left in regulation. Movalli shot blocked. His follow-up down low, behind the net, through Legkov's legs. And Christou could not keep. 2-on-1 for Binghamton from right to left. Yates, right circle. Yates, backhand pass all the way through. Out the other side, Harwell for Danbury. Belfay, left wing, neutral zone. He'll flip it towards the goal. Legkov off McAnanama and wide. A backhand flick from Legkov. And McAnanama makes his 21st save. Tim Kim bursting, right wing, shoots, blocked out of play. It was Legkov who thought he had the game's opening goal in that first period. After review, it did not cross the line, and that's really been the closest the Hat-Tricks have gotten. Danbury was shut out last Saturday. Reed Cooper in that 4-0 loss to the Port Huron Prowlers. Danbury wins the defensive zone faceoff. Craig lofted one towards the Binghamton zone, then applied a hit, but the Black Bears have possession. It's Romakers. And he'll flip in, leaving it for Delory, left corner D zone. Under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Lead pass, tipped by Raleigh. He goes after it. Anderson swats it to the left corner. McClendon is still in the net. They have not called him for the extra skater yet. Christou, just in front of the red line. It was knocked down anyway. 1.5 on the clock. Long outlet pass, a race. Bondarenko wins it. McClendon comes out of the goal. Swats it far boards. Harwell looking for Legkov, who was behind the D. The pass off the skate. And now Legkov recoils just into the zone. Left wing, Legkov hits the brakes. There goes McClendon with 1:10. Hat-Tricks down by 2. LaBelle, left corner, tapped in deeper. Crom off to the races. Right corner, runs into Bondarenko. Final minute of regulation. Movalli kisses it off the near glass. Plops down behind the goal. Belfay, left corner. Belfay turns, shoots, pinballs off a leg. Out to the right point. Swept down low by Movalli. Stone in front of Crom. Whacked far boards. LaBelle in deeper. Left corner Belfay to the back. Harwell drops it Mo Valley. Right point. He shoots. Blocked down. Chopped into the corner with 30. And Ramakers hammers it out to center ice. LaBelle will slap it back in. Final 25 of regulation. Hat-Tricks trail by 2. Crom in the corner. He'll push it to the far side. Left point LaBelle, his snapper directs off a few bodies to the near boards. Out to center it goes. There's Cam Jensen, empty net, left circle, he shoots and scores. For the second straight night, Binghamton buries an empty net goal. And the Black Bears will sweep the weekend set. 6-3 yesterday in Binghamton, and 3-0 here in Danbury. Hat-Tricks with a valiant effort, just could not beat Connor McAnanima on 21 shots. Frankie McClendon strong for the Hat-Tricks. Final seconds tick off, and that is it. Hat-Tricks 0-4. Shut out for the second time this season. And for the first time in franchise history, the Hat-Tricks are pointless through 4 games. But tonight, I'm sure if we ask head coach John Beerchin, captain Johnny Ruiz, and the rest of the players, they'd say this was a much more complete effort. A lot more of what the Hat-Tricks are looking for. They had a couple chances, just did not bury. And defensively, they were fairly sharp, but Binghamton burying a power play goal in the second period. Then Jansen a one-timer from the left circle, about 4.5 minutes into the third. And then the empty net goal, 3-0, the final score. Not much of the usual shenanigans between these two teams tonight. It was a pretty clean game. Physical, but very clean, and the fans all behaved themselves. Danbury will have to wait another week to pick up win number 1 as they attempt to do so on the road in Indiana against the Sentinels. We're still TBD on broadcasting for next weekend. Not exactly sure what Indiana's setup is in their inaugural season, but we will keep you updated on our social media at Danbury Hat-Tricks. And if we do not broadcast the game, you will be notified. And even if we do, you can find the game previews at danburyhattricks.com. Game materials button will be there for you to tap, and you can find our YouTube channel through there. And also some of the line charts, game notes, and media guide for that specific game. Shots finish up 32-21 in favor of the visiting Black Bears. They win it 3-0. Goals from Yates, Jents, and 2 from Jansen. He had 2 in the third period, including that empty net goal with just 6 seconds remaining. So the Hat-Tricks 0-4. The Black Bears 4-0 with one of their wins coming in a shootout. So now up to 11 points are the Black Bears, right on the heels of the Topeka Scarecrows, who started the year 3-0 in their opening season in the FPHL. Quick look at that score. Topeka down 3-1 to the Biloxi Breakers on home ice. Could be staring loss number 1 in the face. You can keep track of all of the scores at federalhockey.com. So Binghamton takes 6 points on the weekend. The Hat-Tricks with nothing, despite a quality effort here on home ice. Our next home game is October 31st. It's Halloween night. Bring your kids, bring your family. We got the post game. We got a post-game trick-or-treating on the ice with the players. During the game, we'll have our costume contest. And it should be a very fun night with the Zambonis, the hockey-themed band playing on the concourse level throughout the night. So the Hat-Tricks fall 3-0 and drop to 0-4. Again, we'll keep you updated on potential broadcasting information for next weekend. The games are Saturday 7:30 and Sunday afternoon at 12:30. So make sure you keep note of that. That just about does it for us up here on the broadcast booth. For everyone helping out behind the scenes, I'm Doug Latuka saying have a great rest of your night, Hat-Tricks fans. We will talk again soon. Hat-Tricks drop to 0-4. They lose 3-0 to the Black Bears here in Danbury. Good night, everyone.